What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. The other day, the lovely Phylicia Rashad turned up to the Breakfast Club, and they said once she came in there, people were trying to basically hide themselves. They were straightening themselves up. It was like talking to royalty, all right? Because she's so much of a classy lady. Always has been respectful. Phylicia Rashad, as you know, was Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show. And so many of us that grew up in the 80s and the 90s, we love Phylicia Rashad. Not only just black people. The Cosby Show was a show of America. White people love Phylicia Rashad, okay? And you know that she went, I believe, to Howard University with her sister, Debbie Allen, who's also a legend in her own right. Phylicia Rashad made an appearance to the Breakfast Club, okay? And upon going to the Breakfast Club, it is important to understand that she did not bring this question up. Charlemagne the God brought the question up. I'm going to say it again for those in the back. She did not bring this question up. Charlemagne the God brought the question up. And the question simply was this.
You know, you came up in an era, Miss Rashad, where dignity and grace were everything. So do you ever look at how wild Hollywood is now and you just think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Yeah, I don't even have to look at Hollywood. I could look at the way young ladies dress.
Phylicia Rashad, who thought long and hard about how to attack the question, knowing that she would get a lot of scrutiny, knowing that she would go through that, decided to answer the question the best way that she knew how, even prefacing the fact that I don't want to offend anybody.
I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that.
Now, I want to also put into perspective that some of the people, some of our TikTokers did not appreciate what Phylicia Rashad said. This young woman in particular.
Why is it that anytime older women try to give game to younger women, it always circles back to being about a man? No disrespect to Phylicia Rashad. I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also. I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that. But she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. That's totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element when it comes to how a woman is dressing? And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds. They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, to always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't care? Coco and Ice-T. She dressed however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do. And he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control a woman's every move. Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure and y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Now, remember Phylicia Rashad said that no man would like a woman who would dress like that. And then this other lady says that your womanhood is not dependent upon if a man cares, because that's the old way of thinking. Some of us don't care. We don't care. And who cares about what men really want? And I want to talk about that because there are a great many women out there who feel like that. Okay? And that's something that I want to talk about. If your mentality is this all the time, I don't have no problem. However, this lady, who most likely is emotional, will come back and say, these men ain't taking care of nobody. These men ain't providing for nobody. These black men ain't leading in the community. These black men ain't providing. It's the same woman you will find saying something like that, right? And she mentioned Ice-T and his wife, who goes around dressing however she wants, okay? But then when somebody don't reward you for doing whatever you want to do, you have a problem with it. And the reason why Phylicia Rashad is considered an elder, soft, feminine, and sweet, because Phylicia Rashad understood if I wanted somebody to take me seriously, I had to sacrifice how I presented myself to the world if I wanted somebody to take me seriously. Because in that podcast, she talked about her parent, her father, and what she saw growing up. All of you ladies who talk like this, you're just letting the world know that you didn't see nothing growing up. And that's unfortunate for some of y'all who didn't. But this is exactly why nobody wants to deal with somebody who talks like that. Even for those of you who had divorced parents or single parents, if you had a strong set of grandparents, you know how things work, and it's all about sacrifice. You want to get with a good person, a good business partner, great people. You can't be out there embarrassing them. You can't be yourself all the time. It's times here on YouTube. Let me talk, and those of you guys who remember O'Shea back in 2016, in 2015, I was a lot more vocal about things, being more colorful in my language, but my mother watches my channel every day. I hardly curse, and whenever I do, my mother messages me, you're better than that, son. Why are you cursing talking like that? I brought you up better than that. Now I'm in my 40s. Now she might not mind if I curse behind the scenes, but because if somebody from our church sees that, or she already know I'm gonna be talking, a little bit more straightforward, but damn, say it in a different way. That's called respect, okay? I'm 40 something years old, 40 plus, and I understand that. But then you have a lady like this who believes that she should be able to do whatever she wants. And if you don't care, fine, don't care. But then never be the person complaining about what men ain't doing for you, what black men ain't doing for you, because clearly you don't understand what a wife is. It's a sacrifice. It's a ministry, honey. Being a husband is a man is a ministry. It's hard work. I haven't taken a day off in 2.5 years. It's times bills come in, I gotta pay them, gotta pay somebody else. Listen, a man is a servant to his family, to the industry, to the business that you're in. That's what it takes. And you got to carry yourself a certain way for people to respect you. If you don't want people to respect you, do whatever you feel like doing. Same thing goes for the men. If you don't want somebody to respect you, go outside, wear your pants all half off your ass. Don't work, be lazy. Don't be serious about life. And if you don't care, cool. Just on the flip side, don't expect nobody to take your ass seriously. That's the situation I want to present to you. Don't ask nobody to take you seriously when you have that attitude, because nobody will want to deal with you. Nobody will put up with you like that. They're not going to put up with you like that. Not nobody that's worth nothing. But if you want a worthwhile partner, you want people in your life that can help you do something, you're going to act a certain way or else. And this lady right here, she's the or else. Don't worry. Ain't nobody gonna talk to her. I can give you an example. Look at what you see with Bad Baby. Bad Baby made all kind of money, $50 million on OnlyFans. But she's trashy in many ways. You think that money gonna buy her some class? Nobody will deal with her. Not at all. Nobody can take her seriously. Then you go around, well, why the men don't like me? Why the men don't want to do this? Why the men treat me like, cause you're a joke. That's why. And just continue to be, don't care. Good. You don't have to care. And don't nobody care that you don't care. But if you want a man that's a protector, That's a provider. You're going to give up something, honey. You're going to give up something. Go run tell that. You will give up something. That's just all it is. You're going to give up something. And don't expect nothing if you're not willing to give up something. Shut up. Suffer the consequences. Shut your mouth. Then get the broke dudes you be paying for. And she'll be the first one paying for dudes. Trust me. They always do that. Oh, we don't even care. Why he's so broke? Because you don't require nobody doing it for you because your ass is dusty. That's why. Pay for the D. Pay for the D. Oh yeah, and for the C, sometimes when people trying to tell you something, I used to be like that too. I would run my mouth too much, not listen to what somebody's talking about. That's why old folks say, I've been where you trying to go, because they have, okay? When you get old and you don't have enough money on your pension, you get old and you don't have enough money to do things. See, that's a hard life to live when you don't have that, okay? You don't have that. And right now it's okay until you get 50 and 60 and now you're broke and now you don't have nobody to look out for you because you never invested into that. And you out there working 2 and 3 jobs where other married women don't have to worry about that because their husband has taken care of them, or they living off their husband's finances because he passed away and he left them in a better position. You'll worry about it then. You'll worry about it then. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Rashad Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity John. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.